Hello, Jennifer.
He doesn't run with other people.
I don't either.
At all. Yeah.
So I just like run in silence for like half-hour periods of time.
You hear me?
I can now.
Okay, now can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Hello? Yes, okay, thank you.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Because he doesn't know.
Jennifer, this is Tony. Can you hear me? Apparently not. Huh.
I can't hear you.
Testing, testing.
Can you hear me? This is Commissioner Fielder. Okay, good. Your mics aren't on, so we can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Commissioner Fielder?
Nope, can't hear you, Chairman.
Chair Brown, I can hear you.
Wait a sec. Let me see. See if my headset's connected.
How about now? Can you hear now?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, very.
I guess it's going through my headset.
Johnson is here.
Thank you, Vice Chair. We hear you.
And Mr. Vice Chair, you're on, I understand.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'm here.
All right, very good. Vice Chair Johnson, can you mute your phone? It is. Okay. It does. All right, Patricia, are we ready? Okay. Good morning, everybody. The time is now 11 a.m. on July 26, 2021. This is the time for our scheduled work session in docket number 2021.02.022. This is Northwestern Energy, Northwestern's application for pre-approval of capacity resources. We're here to make a decision pursuant to MCA 69-8-421 sub 2 as to whether Northwestern's application is adequate. I would note for the record that 3 commissioners are present in the Bollinger Room: Commissioner O'Donnell, Commissioner Pinocci, and Chairman Brown, and then Vice Chair Johnson and Commissioner Fielder are participating via Zoom. So we do have quorum. All right, Mr. O'Gala, I believe you're slated to handle this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, Chair Brown, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. As the Chairman noted, today is an opportunity for the Commission to make a decision on whether Northwestern's application for pre-approval of capacity resources has satisfied the Commission's minimum filing requirements that we have established in regulation. You'll remember that we received intervener comments from the MCC, Sierra Club and MEIC, Northwestern Energy Coalition and Renewable Northwest, and Colstrip Energy Limited Partnership on whether the application was adequate. Most of those comments, not all, addressed a concern with not having received the complete application. So you'll remember that they were concerned about not having viewed the confidential information prior to submitting comments, so they couldn't adequately comment on whether the application was adequate or not. This Commission agreed, and we provided a subsequent opportunity for intervener comments after receipt of the confidential information. For reasons their own, we did not receive any subsequent intervener comments, and we received a brief from Northwestern indicating that the Commission should find that their application is adequate and meets the Commission's minimum filing requirements. Staff has reviewed the application, the intervener comments, and the various confidential work papers that Northwestern has submitted. And we've provided a staff memo which outlines our recommendation that we believe Northwestern has filed an adequate application, and accordingly we recommend the Commission to accept the application, and then we can move forward with a procedural order in this docket. And importantly, the 270-day deadline within which the Commission must issue a decision on this application runs from the June 11th date, where Northwestern substantially supplemented its application with its confidential material. Though I do note that that 270-day deadline can be extended for 90 days based on extraordinary circumstances shown. So I guess with that, Chair Brown, I will stop talking and be available for any questions.
All right. Does any of the regulatory staff want to appear on this? They wave off. Discussion or a motion? Commissioner Pinocci?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion to accept staff recommendation.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Pinocci has moved to adopt staff recommendation to find Northwestern Energy's application is adequate and complete. That has been seconded by Commissioner O'Donnell. Discussion. Commissioner Pinocci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The ratepayers are concerned each time we have to reach out of state to get energy, because prices can be 5 or 10 times higher than what Northwest Energy charges us. So they feel that if Northwest Energy can produce power on their own, it prevents us from going out of state, making those purchases. Another concern that's become clear is if we reach out of state and have to get energy and it's not available, because now we're having more problems with rolling brownouts than ever in places like California, and we simply can't get the power, then lights are going to go out. So I'm in full support based on ratepayers' concerns for them to get out there and produce as much power as they can to get us prepared for what may be a energy deficient future. In NARUC meetings in Denver, the concerns of not enough energy in the country were talked about throughout the entire event. And I think that the answer is clear. We have to produce more energy as a country, and want to fully support those thoughts and ideas that we just learned in Denver. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Additional discussion, Commissioner O'Donnell?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to say I am very, very anxious. I'm very looking forward to all of the in-depth discussion of this that would lead to a decision on this pre-approval process. I think all the interveners and the company promise to give us a very well thought out, well presented arguments on all sides. And I just want to say I'm really looking forward to this process, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner O'Donnell. Commissioner Fielder?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just, I would like to speak to the motion, and that is that I note that 6 key staff members reviewed the application to determine its adequacy, and that after that, confidential information was then submitted, and the interveners had an opportunity to supplement or renew their claims of inadequacy, that they did not do so. And so I fully concur with staff recommendation on this docket 2021.02.022 to find the Northwestern application to be adequate. And I agree with Commissioner O'Donnell. I'm looking forward to seeing this process move forward.
Thank you, Commissioner Fielder. Vice Chair Johnson?
Mr. Chairman, no, I have nothing to add other than to point out, we're really looking at a pretty mundane procedural question here, whether or not Northwestern checked all the boxes necessary for us to accept the application. Clearly they have, so I'll support the motion to deem the application adequate, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Additional discussion? Additional discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of Commissioner Pinocchi's motion to adopt staff recommendation, finding Northwestern Energy's application is adequate and in compliance with the Commission's minimum filing requirements, signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed signify by saying no. Seeing no opposition, motion carries unanimously. Seeing no further business this morning, I will move to adjourn this work session.